Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Detroit Pistons. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Well, Clark, this is such a special day. To be playing on Christmas has to be fun, but players got to be missing their families too, like you and I. I know you'd rather be with Rosie and the kids right now.
Yeah, I sure would be, and you and your kids, but you know what? It's not going to be an every-year occurrence for these players, so they do miss their families at home, but it's an honor to be able to play on such a special day in the NBA.
Now Williams, Rip missing on the three. For three, Gibson, good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Gibson's got his team on the board to start the game for the Cavs. Stuckey against Williams. And here is Ingles. Last game he had 10 points. Here's Monroe, and Craig Monroe with the slam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Hamilton against Gibson. Pass to Jamison. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Monroe. Rebounded by the Pistons. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game play.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable, and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
And here is Williams. Rip Hamilton getting it to go from deep. Williams with the ball, picked up by Moniunas. Jamison against Stuckey. Jamison, no luck. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hamilton outside. There's the triple. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Moniunas against Williams. Pass to Jamison. It's up a 3. Rebound by Craig Monroe. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Stuckey outside. Moniunas against Jamison. Here's Ingles. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's Williams. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, to the inside. Here's Hickson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he earns himself a trip to the line. That's a positive possession for this offense.
He doesn't get the second one. And here are the Pistons. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Fires from 14, and Detroit again with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. All right, a chance to check out stats for him. Here's Williams. 17 points for him last game against Boston. Jamison up on top. Back to Williams. Outside, Jamison. Shoots over Moniunas. Detroit with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Now, here's Ingles. Following the miss by Antoine Jamison. 2 points, that one goes. Ingles has got 5 now.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Jamison, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Jamison with a screen for Gibson. To halt the run, Rip Hamilton with the rebound.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Williams against Stuckey. Detroit needs to get off a shot. No good from Hamilton. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Iyenga. No scoring in this one. Shot's good by Gibson.
Yeah, and Gibson, a dangerous shooter. You can't let him get going from deep. That's just inviting trouble.
Stuckey passes to Ingles. Out to Stuckey. Here's the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
The defense may have given him that one. Based on the result, you see why.
Here's Iyenga. Outside Williams. Hickson sets the screen for Williams. Yep, it counts. Now Hamilton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York. Pass to Motiejunas. Here's Stuckey. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Hickson a screen on Stuckey. Williams passes to Hickson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Now, here's Ingles. He has 5. Stuckey outside. Over Gibson. Hickson grabs the board.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Hickson a screen on Stuckey. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Hickson's got his 2nd basket of the game. For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Stuckey kicks to Hamilton. Monroe the pass to Hamilton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Motiejunas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Gets it in close and doesn't waste that high percentage shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Williams looking around. Back to Hickson. Here's Iyenga. Got a piece of it.
Stopping that offense cold at the rim. An immediate shutdown. Positioning and anticipation. Right on cue.
With the step back. Stuckey dishes to Ingles. Gibson with the steal. Here's Iyenga, covered by Motiejunas. Inside, deflects the pass. Here's Hickson. Here's Iyenga. Shoots over Motiejunas. Rebound by Monroe.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now here's Stuckey. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New York.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he He had a monster night. You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Pistons, Maxio comes in for Monty Eunice, and Ben Gordon is subbed in for Joe Ingles. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Williams with the ball. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Good. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Stuckey kicks to Maxio. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go. Thompson with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Pistons making a change here. Days checked in. Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Knicks in New York.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 5. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
So it's Detroit now. Mo Williams unable to get his shot to go. Stuckey with it. Williams picks him up. Gordon with no one around. Off target from outside.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
No problems knocking that one down. Stuckey's got his second basket.
And, you know, that's where Stuckey operates best. I mean, the mid-range area is his comfort zone.
Stuckey against Williams. It's Parker outside. Rebound by Monroe. Pistons leading by 7. Stuckey outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Hamilton. Lets it go from deep. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. And here is Flynn. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Monroe. Plays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Piston lead. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Back to the action in just a minute. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pistons?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
And the Pistons with possession here after Cleveland got the three-pointer. And it's Gordon missing. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Flynn. 18 feet out. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And, well, Detroit shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. To the middle, here's Tyler. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And, you know, Barea is a capable floor general. Very good at setting the table for his teammates.
Flynn against Barea. And the officials call for a 3-second violation. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Flynn. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Gibson with the steal. Now Flynn, 5 points in the game. There is Zhao, passes to Flynn. It's tipped.
Is there any better feeling than stuffing a shot near the hoop?
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
So it's the Cavaliers now, after the basket by Detroit. Thompson sets the pick for Flynn. Up and in on the layup. Flynn's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Maxiel. Back to Barea. Here's Day. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Great pass by Barea. Don't let his size fool you now. He's got a big heart and big game.
Outside Flynn. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Maxiel. The Pistons working the ball around now. They set the screen. Barea, no good. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Barea against Flynn. And here's Verajao over Gordon. Verajao can't hit.
First team
Pistons leading by 8. And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And how about the numbers here for Joe Ingles? He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And the basket by Gordon.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Jamison with a screen on Stuckey. Williams rejected by Monroe.
Could not sneak that one past the defender. That's excellent rim protection.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Now here's Gordon. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. In the corner, Moniunas with it. Pass to Stuckey. It's good. Stuckey's got 6 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Basket counts.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pistons leading by 10. Stuckey passes to Ingles. To the paint. He's looking for Monroe and finds him.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Nice jumper there, flashing how dangerous he can be shooting the ball.
Now here's Stuckey. He has 6. Outside Gordon. No good. Shot missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Williams against Gordon. Outside Williams. Pass to Jamison. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Detroit, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Gordon kicks to Stuckey. Kicks it out to Gordon. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Daniel Gibson's checked in for Thompson. And Detroit with a change here, too. Hamilton's checked in for Ben Gordon. Here's Ienga. Still yet to score. Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stuckey outside. Pass to Ingles. Gibson against Moniunas. And he gets it to go. Moniunas has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Hickson sets the screen for Gibson. Here's Ienga. Outside Gibson. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 12 points. The points that time coming from Ienga.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Stuckey. 6 points for him. Ingles passes to Monroe. The shot's good on the... assist by Ingles. Ingles has got his 4th assist in this one. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Craig Monroe with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling. Right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Hamilton. Back to Stuckey. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Hamilton outside. Stuckey outside. Ingles with the ball. 8 points for him. Tries again. Stuckey can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Left side, Gibson. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gibson's got 9.
Beyond the notion 3 is better than 2, hitting trades can stretch out a defense, makes things easier inside.
Now, here's Ingles. Pass to Matajunas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Antoine Jamison picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And he makes both free throws. 1:58 left here in the second. And here is Flynn. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Monroe. And now the Pistons fast break. Hamilton, the pass to Matajunas. Comes up empty down low. The Cavaliers trail by 13. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Wednesday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Warriors, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Anthony Parker's checked in for Cleveland. Pass to Ingles. A minute 20 left in the first half. Now Monroe, covered by Parker. 4 on the clock. And Monroe with the basket on the assist from Richard Hamilton. Hamilton's got 3 assists tonight. Now Flynn. 9 points in the game so far. To the wing right side. Diaw sets the pick for Gibson. Over Hamilton. No good from Gibson. Pistons leading by 13. Pass to Stuckey. Back to Ingles. To the left wing. Matajunas finds Ingles. Knocked loose. Diaw with the steal. In the corner, Gibson with it. Here's Thompson, covered by Hamilton. Thompson with the bucket.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Now here is Hamilton. Here's Stuckey. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And the first half is now in the books. Pistons ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, Greg Monroe has been really making it happen, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hickson kicks to Iyengar. Pass to Gibson over Hamilton. And it falls over the rim and in. Gibson's got the first bucket of the third here for Cleveland.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Moniunas. Ingles passes to Moniunas. Clock at 6. Now here's Ingles. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Hickson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Williams. Outside Gibson. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Monroe's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Stuckey setting the pick for Ingles. Into the lane. And the shot goes down.
Good to see him playing downhill like this, moving forward with purpose.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Pistons. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. And, of course, the Cavaliers, a half game back.
And this guy brings a lot of heart to his game, and that's something you have to respect. He's got that desire to make a difference on the floor.
Now here's Williams. He's got 6, and Hickson throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Stuckey, following the score by Cleveland. Monroe with a screen on Williams, inside. And Greg Monroe with the slam.
Slick play by Stuckey, using the pick and roll to create for a teammate.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And stolen by Stuckey. And here's the fast break. Here's Hamilton. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Hamilton's got 7 points in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Williams with the ball. Hickson sets the screen for Williams. He's looking for Hickson and finds him. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 8 points for him.
Great work in that pick and roll. He knows how to execute off these sets.
Pass to Ingles. Moniunas against Jamison. Moniunas dishes to Ingles. The Pistons working the ball around now. Fires for 3. And J.J. Hickson pulls it down. Hickson's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Williams with the drive and a missed layup. Detroit leading by 14. Here's Hamilton. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Stuckey passes to Moniunas. Back to Stuckey. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Pass to Moniunas from outside the arc. The rebound by Gibson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Gibson's got 13.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Stuckey passes to Ingles. And here is Moniunas. Pass to Hamilton. Shot clock at 5. From deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Ienga. Left side, Gibson. Varejao setting the pick for Gibson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Varejao can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Stuckey outside. Hamilton outside. Here's Moniunas. Buries it down low. Moniunas has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Flynn, it falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
And here is Stuckey. He's got 8. Ingles passes to Monroe. A shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now Flynn, he's got 14. Here's Ienga. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And another miss by Cleveland. Can't seem
to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Stuckey setting the pick for Ingles. Pass to Hamilton. And Monroe kicks to Ingles. Now Stuckey. Now here's Ingles. He's got 11. Now Moniunas launches it. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
In the corners, Hamilton very dangerous. He loves that shot.
Varejao with a screen on Stuckey. And slammed in by Varejao.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pistons leading by 14. Stuckey passes to Ingles. To the middle. Here's Moniunas. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Moniunas has got 10 points.
Hey, he'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
Flynn with him. He's got 14. Varejao with a screen on Hamilton. In the corner, Varejao with it. Rip Hamilton with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Back Back to Ingles. Motiejunas against Thompson. Motiejunas dishes to Ingles. Back to Motiejunas. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ianga's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Verjao. Now here's Flynn. And the layup is good. He's got 16.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight. Particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's ready to talk things through with them.
All right, look who's coming up to the floor. Come on and give out for your Cavaliers dance team.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Ben Gordon's checked in for Detroit. Barea comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Ingles kicks to Motiejunas. Back to Ingles. The Pistons working the ball around now. And they double up Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Hamilton.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot in. It worked out for him.
Outside Flynn. Thompson sets the pick for Flynn. And Thompson throws it down.
Wow, making sure of that.
Here's Barea. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Ingles. Barea with a screen on Thompson. Ingles with the ball. Picked up by Flynn. Stolen by Verjao. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Flynn.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Gordon. He has 7. And Motiejunas the basket on the assist by Gordon. Motiejunas has got 12 in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And here is Flynn. He's got 18. Williams for 3. Good on the triple. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Ingles for the 3. Flynn grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he drives in. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Barea looking over the floor. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. .104 left in the third quarter. Here's Flynn. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Barea, the pass to Motiejunas. Outside Gordon. They double up Gordon. Outside Barea. On the clock. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Williams, and it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Gordon. The wide open look here for Ingles. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Outside Flynn. And he banks in the layup. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pistons lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Stuckey outside. Over Williams. Stuckey can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Thompson. It's Williams, high post, to take the lead. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
It's deflected and stolen by Thompson. Now Ajinça. And Gordon over to help. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. In the corner, Stuckey with it. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers trailing. Outside Flynn. Shoots over Barea. Flynn misses. Pistons shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Pass today. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Brad Nelson had some words for his team during the break. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every 3 they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thank you, David. Tyler, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Now here's Flynn. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Craig Monroe. He's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Stuckey. Monroe's shot is good. And the Pistons lead by 2. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Thompson, a screen on Barea. Down low, it's stolen by Barea. And here we go. The Pistons fast break, hands it from downtown. And 11 points for Rodney Stuckey.
And a nice skill set for the combo guard, Rodney Stuckey. The guy can do everything you need in the backcourt.
Williams kicks to Ajinça. A floater. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Williams.
I like their execution in the second half. They're keeping this game competitive because of how well they're executing.
Flynn against Barea. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça.
Checking in for your Cavaliers. Number 21, J.J.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Monroe sets a screen for Barea. 6 to shoot. And Greg Monroe with the slam.
Boy, that pass there, on time, on point. Nice play.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Flynn with it. Pass to Thompson. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Stuckey. Here is Day. It's stolen by Hickson. Up top, Flynn. Guarded by Barea. Good on the bucket. Now just a 1-point Detroit lead.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Rodney Stuckey on the wing. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here is Flynn. Hickson a screen on Barea. Flynn the pass to Hickson. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself.
Tenacious drive to the hoop by Stuckey really causing the defense to scratch its head a bit. He's not easy to slow down.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Anthony Parker's checked in for Cleveland. Daniel Gibson comes in for Williams. Now here's Flynn. Outside Gibson. Eunice with the steal. To the inside. Here's Ingles. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And, you know, Stuckey really puts some mustard, some heat on his passes. Does a great job setting up his teammates.
Gibson against Hamilton. Hickson a screen on Hamilton. Inside. And Hickson throws it down.
Terrific work off the screen.
And here's Hamilton. Pass to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Eunice. Banked in off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 5.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
To the left side wing. Thompson sets the pick for Gibson. Back to Flynn. Clock at 4. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Flynn's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Stuckey outside. There's a screen by Eunice. The shot's good. And that's 15 points for Rodney Stuckey.
Love the heart that Stuckey plays with. I mean, this guy gives it all the time. Never afraid of working his way inside for the close-range bucket.
Now here's Flynn. Left side Gibson. Thompson finds Gibson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Now Stuckey, pass to Monroe. And here is Ingles. Back to Monroe. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 5. In the corner, Gibson with it from downtown. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Eunice. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got his 8th assist here tonight. For Cleveland, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Dixon, a screen on Hamilton. Pass to Thompson. Unis with the steal. Now Stuckey. Now, here's Ingles. Just 4 to shoot. His 3-pointers off the mark.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
Thompson sets the pick for Gibson. Unis with the steal. Pass to Stuckey. Now, here's Ingles. Nine feet out. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Stuckey against Flynn. Unis with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Hamilton. Here's Stuckey. Rebounded by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Flynn with it. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now, here's Ingles. Layup, no good. Here's Flynn. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
And here is Stuckey. He takes it in, and down it goes.
Really a nice-looking shot there from Stuckey. He values the chance, relishes the chance, quite honestly, to come up big for his team.
Now Thompson finishes inside on the nice dish.
With the game as tight as it is, big points there.
Unis a screen on Flynn. Ingles against Parker. From outside, and it misses. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 3. Dixon with the ball. Now Monroe defending. And he makes that one count.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Stuckey. For 3. Can't get it to go.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Dixon a screen on Stuckey to take the lead. And he banks the layup in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
They do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try it.
Stuckey outside. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's taken away by Stuckey. Off the glass.
And when the game is in the balance now, Stuckey is more than happy to take the shot. I think he lives for these moments.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
That one goes.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.